In this video, we will address the required tools, disassembly, reassembly, timing, and operational check for the slick Magneto. As with all maintenance activities, the use of manufacturer's data or approved and acceptable data is required when performing any maintenance activity. What is a magneto and what is its function? Magnetos are self-containing ignition generating devices, which means it generates its own spark. A typical slick magneto will produce in excess of 25,000 volts at normal speed. When the aircraft engine rotates, gears located in the engine accessory case turn the magneto rotor shaft containing permanent magnets. Within the rotating shaft, a magnetic field is produced that is transformed into high tension current through primary and secondary coil windings within the coil. The primary, one end is grounded and the other end is connected to the breaker points. The secondary is connected to the high voltage tab. The breaker point contacts, one end is grounded and the other end is connected to the hot side of the coil primary. When the points are closed, the rotor-induced current flows continuously through the coil primary winding. The points are open at the moment of ignition, causing the magnetic field to collapse suddenly, creating a voltage spike in the primary coil and inducing a greater voltage spike in the secondary coil. The high-tension current is distributed to the appropriate cylinder through a distributor block assembly and ignition cables in a specified firing order. Magnetos are identified by a data plate affixed to the housing containing serial and model number identification, lag angle of the impulse coupling, and shaft rotation direction, where L indicates left-hand rotation and R indicates right-hand rotation. Rotation specifies the direction the rotor shaft turns when viewed from the mounting end of the magneto. The maintenance schedule for magneto entails a 100-hour, 500-hour inspection, which includes additional 500-hour procedures for pressurized magnetos, an overhaul, internal timing, and post-assembly testing. The remainder of this video will cover disassembly, various internal checks, reassembly, and bench testing of the magneto.
Okay, I'm going to release the spring tension. In order to do that, we have to get this piece to clear that mating surface. And you can see it cleared it, and now the tension is off of it. The one thing you want to be careful of is this spring. Don't let it uncoil and pop out. So now in order to pull the impulse coupling, you're going to have to install this puller, and it slides right in those grooves, and tighten it down.
Continue with the disassembly process as specified within the slick maintenance manual.
The one thing you want to be careful about when you separate is not damaging your P-lead wire and disconnecting it.
With the housing now removed, test the electrical properties of the capacitor as specified within the technical data. Continue on with the disassembly process. Step 6.6 addresses prying the rotor gear out of the end of the rotor assembly.
Removing the breaker assembly. And there's your breaker assembly. You can see how your points. And now it wants you to remove the little plastic gear in here. I'm going to insert the wedge puller and remove the wedge that's holding the coil in. Sometimes these can be a little tough, and that's how you pop the wedge out.
Inspect the coil for visible radial cracks. If any cracks are evident, replace the coil. Inspect the primary and secondary circuit resistance and continuity. Then inspect the tab for allowable wear as specified in the technical data.
I was like doing like 15%. I was like doing like 15%.
Ensure the Woodruff key is installed properly to allow for ease of installation of the impulse coupling. Continue with installation of the impulse coupling. As a note, the impulse coupling is a mechanical device to assist in engine starting. At low cranking speeds, the Magneto impulse coupling retards the Magneto ignition timing until the engine crankshaft is at its proper position for starting. The lag angle noted previously on the data plate is the impulse coupling retard angle measured in degrees. After engine start, the impulse coupling disengages and returns the Magneto to normal engine timing.
So when we go to put this on, you're going to want to make sure your spring is aligned with the groove it's supposed to fit into.
Reinstall the contact points. Do not tighten the screws until the Magneto is ready to be timed. Install the rotor cam. Magneto timing is set internally in the Magneto. It is then timed to the engine at a later procedure. Validate on the data plate if the Magneto is a left-hand or right-hand timed Magneto. Then insert the E-gap gauge as appropriate to locate the timing slot. Internal timing of the magneto and breaker point adjustment must be correct at the E-gap position to obtain maximum potential voltage from the magneto. A timing light is used to indicate the exact moment the magneto opens. With the E-gap T150 tool installed and using the E50 magneto synchronizer timing light, adjust the magneto contact points to be just opening until both lights are in synchronous and/or when the buzzer changes pitch. This will allow for a point gap opening as specified in the technical data using a filler gauge. Based on the rotation of the magneto, align the L or R on the distributor gear so that it points towards the high tension lead on the coil.
It's going to want you to align the L with the L on the cap, and you're going to install this locking pin to hold it into place. So L and L. There we go.
The distributor gear and the rotor are properly meshed when the index mark on the rotor gear aligns with the reference mark on the distributor block. Continue the reassembly process, paying particular attention to any torque requirements for screws. Bench testing of the magneto will check the magneto at 400 RPM, where the impulse coupling of the magneto should disengage. At 800 RPM, which is the approximate idle speed of most aircraft engines, and from 2200 to 25 RPM, which is the cruise RPM. The term coming in speed is the speed the magneto must be turned for it to produce its rated output. For a magneto, the coming in speed is the lowest speed at which the magneto produces enough voltage to fire all spark plugs consistently. Once the magneto has been internally timed and properly bench checked, it is now ready to be timed to the engine. Reference the video Magneto to Engine Timing for this procedure. Thanks for watching.